Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and this is Dephemerember, hosted by Barbara at 49 Dragonflies and Louisa Heinzel. And it is just a combination of December and ephemera and just finding inspiration using prompts and having fun. Some people are keeping it simple. Some people, like me, are not keeping it quite so simple. Today I might actually keep it a little bit more simple. Because I just want to make sure you guys know you don't have to do all the mixed media crazy things and whatnot. I mean, watch the other channels and you will know it. You can totally keep it simple. If you're having fun, especially relaxed fun, then you're doing it right. If you're stressing out about it, take a deep breath and just go with the first idea. It's okay. You don't have to go. I don't generally go with the first idea. I sometimes have about 10 ideas before I get to the one that I actually want to do. But today I finally came up with, because it's, what is our prompt? Probably should look at that. Magical creature. And so I did look up, obviously I looked up what each word meant. I mean, they're somewhat obvious to a point, but also, you know, magical can mean other things than what we think it means. So there's that. So let's see, that's Kensuke. Alright, so magical is relating to, using, or resembling magic. He had a gentle magical touch with the child. Or beautiful or delightful, there's one of my favorite words, in such a way as to seem removed from everyday life. It was a magical evening in pure nostalgia. Or having a special, exciting quality that makes something or someone different and better than others. There was something magical about that evening that I will never forget. And then it said, what does magical truly mean? Wonderful, very enjoyable, synonym, enchanting, a truly magical feeling. We spent a magical week in Paris. There's something magical about the pure exchange of love between parent and child. Then, of course, there's the fantasy magic. You know, Harry Potter and all those. And then creatures, an animal. An animal as distinct from a human being. An animal or person. Or a fictional or imaginary being, typically a frightening one. So that's... And then creature. You can refer to any living thing that is not a plant as a creature. Although there are some creatures that... There's some plants that you probably could consider creatures if they like talk and whatnot. Especially when it is of an unknown or familiar kind. People also refer to imaginary animals as being creatures. A creature is a living thing. There are flying creatures, sea creatures, and even imaginary creatures like unicorns. Oh, how dare they say that. Ever heard of a creature feature? Oh yes, that was a horrible thing. Creature feature, double feature. Gave me nightmares as a kid. My friends' brothers would watch that every Sunday. There was one movie that gave me nightmares for a long time. A horror movie about weird, scary creatures and other monsters, but you can call pretty much any living thing a creature. So we can go all kinds of ways on this. But one thing I thought about is that if you are truly magic, as in like fantasy, you want to keep it a secret. And this is ephemera. So I'm going to show you how I make my secret journaling spot. Oh, I never did put that page back in there yesterday. Yeah, we'll do that later. So I'm going to show you how I make my secret journaling spot. And I think I'll try it a couple. I'll show you both ways. I'll show you the way I originally did it after I show you the super, super easy way. So what you want to do is find a piece of paper that is, make it the width you want for your page, for your pocket, and the height you want it to be twice as high. So I think I'm going to use, well, I want it taller than that though. I don't have paper tall enough. Doesn't need to be quite, let's see. Alright, I think that can work. Alright, so I'm going to use some map. I'll probably cover my page so that that's not so much map, if that makes any sense. Also, I want it to be fairly straight because It's always nice to have things that are straight. And let's hope the Tim Holtz thing here is straight. I can't see. It's too long. I'm just going to fold it in half and do it that way. 1, 2, 3, I think 4 inches will probably be really, or 4.5, 4 inches. We'll do 4 inches. I'll do a little bit more than 4 inches so I can get it ripped on the other side too. Because you know, if you have it ripped on one side, you're probably going to want it ripped on the other side. Alright, just to keep it simple, I'm just going to fold this in half. But I want it this way because my secret journaling spot is going to be the place inside where you can write. So this is the easy way to do it. So you find a piece of paper, the height of the pocket, the back of the pocket that you want to be, and you fold it in half. So this is your journaling spot. I need to take a little bit off the bottom here on the front piece. So your front piece is going to be a little shorter than your back piece. And then you're going to grab another piece of paper like this right here might be perfect. Let's see. And you're going to make it about 1 inch wider, so you have about 1/2 inch on each side, than your, and give yourself a little room on the bottom too. So, this is supposed to be the easy way. And then you're just gonna fold each side so it covers the back here. If that would stay down, it'd be nice. And then fold the bottom. So if you make it like 1/2 inch bigger on each side, you're just gonna fold it over 1/2 inch on each side for your pocket part. Then you're gonna find your scissors. You probably know where your scissors are because you're not as bad as I am at not putting your stuff away. And cut this at an angle on the bottom. And you can cut this top part at a little bit of an angle too, just so it doesn't show. Just cuts out some of the bulk and then it won't show. Well, it wouldn't anyway because it's going behind. So making sure your shorter piece is in the front. Now you have your little gusset pocket, and you're just going to put that around here. Here, if it's easier, open it up. So you have your back piece here, and you're going to glue that on. Super easy. I mean, I make it more complicated, I'm sure. Because that's how I roll. There we go. So now you have your pocket on the front, and it's, you know, held on to this page here, which now tucks into your pocket. If you're smart, if you have to, you can cut off a little bit more. Also, if you round your edges, it does help. You can round them, or you can just cut them at an angle. We'll do that. We'll do it easy. Just kind of like that. Just make sure you don't go above the pocket when you do that. That's all. And it should, there you go. It should tuck right in there. So now it looks like a pocket that you can put a tag in. And if this would lay flat, you'd never know that that opened up. So then when you come back in, you open it up, you have secret journaling space. Put it back down. Nobody even knows you've written bad things about them. Don't write bad things about people. Well, unless you really, really need to vent. Alright, so that's supposed to be the easy way. The more complicated way, supposedly, is to make it about 1 inch wider than what you want it to be. If the taller I have it, the happier I am, I guess. I don't know. And you don't have to tear. You can use the cutter. I just like to make my life more difficult by having it not perfectly straight, apparently. Alright, so I'm going to fold up. Actually, I'm going to fold up a little bit on the bottom just to give it a little bit of strength. And then I'm going to fold it again. So that's going to be my pocket. And then I'm going to fold each side. Like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and open this up, and I'm going to cut here at an angle and here at an angle and here at an angle and here at an angle. And oh, I'll glue this. Oh, and I'm going to do there at an angle. And now I can cut off this part up here, so it's take out some of the bulk is all I'm doing here. And this piece here is just to reinforce the top of my pocket for stuff going in and out all the time. And then you can take out this bulk, but I find that what happens when I do that is I don't always like the way it looks on the edge. So I'm actually going to leave all that, and we're going to fold it down to about 1/2 inch below where the pocket ends. And I just want to take out this bulk here, so I'm going to fold that in half, and I'm going to do an angle here and here before I glue it down. So now I can glue down this side. You can cut it off or you can glue it down. Either way. Now if you glue it down, you might want to have it come in at an angle at the very bottom here, just so it goes in the pocket a little bit easier. But that's, you don't have to. I just like the way it looks on the outside when it's folded down. Just looks a little bit more, because I can never cut it perfectly straight, you know, especially since it's like longer than I can get it into the cutter. And then this part down here, I'm going to glue onto the back. So fold this over like that. This works nice with non-directional paper especially, but if you have directional paper, then just, you probably want this part to be upside right. So this part should be upside right, and then the back would be upside down, which is fine because that's the part that's going on the page. And then you'll want to probably angle your corners just so, or round them so they go in the pocket a little easier. And there is your pocket with a hidden journaling spot. And kind of glad that I did. My top part is folded in a little further than my bottom part, but it's okay because I folded the map in so it's hardly noticeable. So that is secret journaling spot. So I'm going to do a little decorating on my page. You've seen me do decorating. I'm just going to do what I normally do with my mixed media, and I'll put this on a page and add my creature, and I'll be back. Okay, I might have another secret journaling spot for you because this was in my scraps from Patty, and it's just a little hexagon, and she had a little piece of tape on the back, but I was like, hey, if you could put this on a way so you could open it up, you'd have a place to journal on the other side. And I've seen my friend Shell, the Rambling Crafter, doing this with fabric. So I was like, so when I saw this was a circle, I was like, oh, I could do that. So let me show you how. Of course, my first one ended up being more of a pentagon, but this one I got to be a hexagon. So let me cut a bigger circle so you can see it better. I mean, obviously for a circle, you can use a hole punch, or if you have, you know, something that is circular, you just trace that and cut it out. Easy peasy. So that's the biggest circle I have from this, and I figure the bigger I make it, the easier you can see it. Now once you have your circle cut, let's move all this extra stuff out of the way. You need to find your center. So just kind of fold it in the center, and then I just kind of fold it on each end a little bit just so that I can see when I fold it the other way, I can match up those lines, and then I just press in the middle. That way, that's the only press I have is here in the middle, and then where those two lines intersect, that's where I'm headed. So I'm just going to fold down my first circle and meet just in the middle. I mean, I might actually see the middle just the tiniest bit, and that's okay. And then my second piece, I'm going to meet the point in the middle. I believe that's how this is done. And then the next piece, we're meeting the point right there in the middle. And the next piece, well, if you could have it, just, you know, you're on target if you line, if it's straight with the bottom piece, then you know, okay, I'm pretty much on target here. And then your next point to the middle, and then your last point to the middle. Now the back's not going to show, so it doesn't matter if it's perfect or not. I need work. This is, you know, I saw something and I looked how she did it, and I figured it out how to do it. Plus I had seen my friend do it with fabric. So that's, hers is a little bit more even than mine. Let's try it one more time. You want to see it again? All right, we're going to find our middle point. So my first time we're doing it, I crease it in the middle and I crease it just on the end. I don't want to crease it all the way across because I don't want lines on the middle part when I'm done. And then I meet my lines here. So I have a line here and I have a line here. And can't see that line right there, so we'll put the pencil mark on that side. You don't have to do pencil marks, I'm just doing that for, so I'm meeting those up, and then I'm just creasing it in the very middle, just so that I can find my center point. And then I'm just meeting at the center. And then this point, I'm meeting at the center, that point right here. This point right there. Then the next point, see that point? Meeting that one in the center. The next one, meeting it in the center. The next one, meeting it in the center. And then the last one, still not coming out perfect, but that's all right. We're letting go of perfection, meeting it in the center. And we have a fun little piece. And if we put it on there as a flip, well, you could tuck it into a pocket, or you could put it on as a flip, or you could even take, I think, take this last, can you do it this way? If you hang it off a pocket, can you? All right, you can hang it off a pocket. You just have to snip this piece right here, and probably this piece right here. And then you can glue it on the inside of that pocket and open it up and have a secret journal spot, which you then just close back up and turn it back over. Of course, you can do that if you're putting it on a page. Just snip those two pieces and glue this. Well, actually, you wouldn't have to, you wouldn't have to snip it. You just glue this piece onto a page and then it'll be a flip out. Nope, you do have to snip it if you want to open it all the way. So yeah, just take the last corner that you folded and snip it there. Hold on. And so you're going to snip it on that top part of this fold and the top part here. Just follow your lines. So now you'll be able to unfold the whole thing. So then you just glue this piece down onto a page and secret journaling spot. Don't know that's how it was intended to be, but isn't that fun? Hey, 2 secret journaling spots, and you could totally do it over a pocket, which I might do. Well, this one's on thicker paper, so if I do it with this one, wouldn't necessarily be able to journal inside, because then I would have to, well, you could if you did like a red or something like that. And I want to use my scraps from my partner, so I might use this as decoration on this one. So yeah, that's how you can make it a little flip up, or you could just have it be a flip up, and this could just be journal, you know, a secret place to journal there. I mean, there's lots of secret journaling spots, and they're kind of fun. So yeah, let me get back to finding all my pieces. I think I'm going to do collage. I don't want to have this video super long, but it will be if I just keep decorating. But, you know, you got the secret journaling spot in. that was the important part of this page. So now if you want to skip to the end to see what my page looks like, you can. And then for my regular people who like when I do the chatty business, you can stick around if you'd like and hang out. And then if I take some of this, which was on yesterday's page, it will show. Also, I kind of like that this is, I could flip up and still see the map underneath if I want to. Could even put some secret journaling underneath there. Do we want to do that? I mean, it's all about secrets in the magical world, right? So there's a page full of secret journaling spots. That could be kind of fun. You know, I'll still keep the map under there though. But if somebody wanted to journal there, they could, like in a red pen or whatever. So yeah, I'm going to use these pieces. Oh, let's see. I'm not going to glue all the way down so that if I want that to be on top, I can. So I'm not gluing the circle part because I want that to flip up. Just gluing the outside bits. See, sometimes when your hole punch doesn't work, you can still use that piece and make it work. Alright, this one, I just need to cut this little bit here. And I might even, so I'm just going to glue the outside of this. And I'll wait to glue the top part when I get whatever other pieces I might want to collage with. Since my pocket is a map, then it makes, you know, sense to cover this up if I want to. Alright, we got some book page. Might save that for another piece of ephemera down the line. Ooh, also, if I can get this color, see, sparkly is also magical. So I was thinking if I use this on the pocket, which one had the wider pocket? If I use that on the pocket or somewhere on the page, might be fun. I don't like that one. It's not even. Might be fun. I could cut it down to be a little bit smaller. Just keep kind of the gold bit here. And then this could be a tab on a page later on, or here. Let's see, where's my last fold? Oh, this was my last fold. Well, it doesn't matter how I put it because it can be... Alright, so, I was thinking, oh my goodness, it's, okay, I thought it got stuck down there, but it didn't. So, could do that, and that would incorporate the pocket onto the page some too. This we could still open up and see. If I put the pocket here, and this, now you're having an idea of how my brain works, so you can feel bad for my family if you want to. Sometimes my brain just doesn't work, just saying. I don't have to put these all on the same page, but I kind of want to. So that might be a cute placement. All right, I want to do some more collage in the back because the map is a little bit on the busy side. What do we have? Oh, see, that would have been cute to use for the pocket too. Could even come back in and add that on the front of this if I so desired. I mean, would 2 secret journaling pockets be too much? Yes. Yes, they would. All right, what do we have here? All right, and if I want my pages to look good together, then I'm putting it as the next page, which I believe I am. Did I do that with that one? Kinda. We've got a little pink there and the orangey pink there and greens. That's not too bad. We have this pink here. So I don't want anything that's going to like clash. And we got blues and greens, which are super easy. Ooh, that's a fun piece. That could work. That I think has the red violet in it, so it could definitely work. Don't have to get all this, what's the word I want? Precise about things when you're doing your collage. That's just me being extra. So much for keeping it simple. I don't think I know how to keep it simple. Why did that come into my head? What came into my head? What's his name? Forrest Gump. Simple is as simple does. Alright, that one's more of a rust. That one, too much purple for me, I think. Although that might work. Alright, so I got a few pieces to use. What else do I have over here? Got some grungy pieces. Oh, do you want to see my scraps? It's fun to look through other people's scraps, isn't it? These are my scraps. The other box I already went through were the scraps from my scrap partner, Patty. And that was the most fun about that was, ooh, that would be perfect. Was making friends. You know, I got to make friends. Do we want to add more circles on this? I saved my circle cutouts from the free printable from Louisa and Barbara. Let's see, anything here? These are all my little bits that I get when I order stencils from Pam Artist Studio. And as you've seen, I order a lot of stencils. Alright, blue. Blue is good. Neutrals. Neutrals are good. I don't know how to do simple, do I? No, that's just more busy. That's simple and neutral. A little bit of that on the edge of something would be good. Map. We don't need map because that's what we have on our pocket. I've got that tissue. I had other tissue in here too. That tissue. Should I put a tab on the page? Because, you know, we're not doing enough. Let's do 5 other things as well. Alright, that was just for color. Now go back to this page. Alright, I don't like that with that though. So, that helps figure that one out. Might need to go a little bit more on the neutral side. Alright, we can... This piece is just a scrap off of the printable, the free printable. Words are hard. Hashtag, words are hard. Also, finding your ink can be a challenge. Just want to ink that up a little bit. So I hope everybody's doing well. I've been trying to watch all the videos and look on Instagram, and then also in our Facebook group, Dephemerember Inspirations, where everybody is just doing an amazing job and having so much fun. Some of you say you feel behind. Barbara and Louisa both say you are never behind. There's no due date for any of these. It's just that that's, you know, the dates on there are for them, for when they are releasing their prompts. So, none of us want you to feel behind. At the same time, we totally understand because we know what that's like. I mean, I totally understand. I feel behind sometimes on things that I know I shouldn't feel behind on. So, there's that. I'm going to have to make tags too, aren't I? Oh, actually, I've got probably pre-started tags and whatnot. I'm thinking, what if I put that pocket down there, and then he can go here, and that gives us like a double pocket. That could be fun. Actually, I kind of like that idea. Alright, I will have to make sure that I only glue down this bottom part. I'm gonna angle my, angle my back pieces just to make it a little bit easier. and just take out some of the bulk, and then it's not going to show. So when I put this down, I only want to go about halfway up on this side, which is the side over here, and then I can go all the way up on the side against the edge and, whoops, glue the bottom. And then just put that right there on the edge. And we can also make this a tuck spot. So I will probably just glue it here and here when I put it on. I just want to see where else I need to add. Ooh, let's see. Actually, I think I like the plain side better. Just for something neutral and a little bit. But I've got plain. How about this? So sometimes I'll take some book page and just kind of either paint on it or add ink to it, and then use my paint markers and just doodle on it, because that's fun. That should be more than I need there. And then I can just make sure that that's going to come over far enough to cover that. There we go. Okay. And I just have this top corner left. What did I think? I didn't like this just because this is like a blue. Yeah, I didn't like that with that. What about this? Yeah, it's a little shiny. I need something pretty neutral. Oh, that's right. I had this. That actually is nice and neutral, and but then looks too neutral. Is that possible to look too neutral? All right, we'll grab in this piece here and ink that up, and maybe even find. Remember I said I was going to try. I'm sorry. I'm just extra. I don't know how to keep things simple. And I still need. Well, I have a creature. I've got Effie on here. But I still need like a creature. Effie needs a friend. That's what it is. Not sure what kind of friend he's going to get today. But he could definitely use a little friend. It's so busy now. Maybe I want a more plain pocket. Maybe is what I need. So, but really all I need to do for that then is cover this front part. That's all. Just need something more neutral, she says as she pulls out a not so neutral. Neutral. Like book page maybe? Book page. Book page would be nice. Just grab out some book page and see how that looks. And I don't necessarily have to cover the whole thing with book page. I'm looking, oh there it is, it's right here, you said so. Probably not going to use that shiny bit now that I've got all this other stuff going on. Oh my word. This is my rebellion coming up with the telling myself that I can keep it simple and then doing the total opposite and not keeping it even a little bit simple. Yeah, that's what happens. I don't know if that's upside down or upside, oh, I guess this would be upside right. I can never tell. I can never tell what's what. But I'm going to go all the different directions, so it won't matter. See what I can cover with it. Okay, I collaged just on the top part of this so that it wouldn't get too bulky underneath. So I did not collage down there. And you can open it up. You got your secret journaling spot. And also, by adding the paper, it weighs it down a little bit more so it doesn't poof up like it was doing. Now I'm going to put this on as a tuck spot. So I want to glue here and here. So I should do like Gail and hold it where I don't want to glue it. Also, if you want to glue a straight line, you look at your point where you want to end. And it can be a little bit straighter. Won't necessarily be perfectly straight. Okay, I went with some neutral backgrounds on my tags because the page is so busy. And I gave Effie 2 friends. He's got a horse and a little baby zebra. The zebra was chosen to represent rare disease based on a quote from Dr. Theodore Woodward. When you hear hoofbeats, think horses, not zebras. And when you hear hoofbeats behind you, don't expect to see a zebra. Woodward used this metaphor to teach the diagnosis of diseases. So often people with a rare disease are kind of considered zebras. And those are the magical creatures. In my mind, because my son has a rare disease. So, rare diseases are often unseen by the public eye. I think people with rare diseases are magical in that they keep going through the pain, exhaustion, and the unknown of what could happen because of the disease they have. They are fragile and vulnerable in body, but strong in spirit. And this page is dedicated to my zebras, which I got some initials there. They know who they are, and so many more. I know I have many, many arty friends who are zebras and can live with daily consequences of that. Yeah, I didn't write anything on the back of that. And for my prompt, I put that in this space. So if you did not watch the part where I showed you how to do these hidden spots, you need to go back and watch those if you are interested in seeing. So magical creature was the prompt. And, you know, I was thinking hidden. You know, if you have magic, you want to hide your magic. So that's where the idea for a hidden journaling spots came from. I probably could put something here just to hold that down a little bit better. Like what? I don't know. Also, another direction I thought about going was, you know, I might use that, was coffee beans. Coffee, because the beans are magical, but you know. This is the direction that my creation took me. And so, yeah, I'm just going to cut this out. And this is a fairly sturdy cardstock. So I am just going to glue here and down here at the bottom, and that will hold that down a little bit. Where am I going? Down at the bottom and on the edge there. Just to hold down that little secret tuck spot, that secret journaling spot, which also you could also tuck something down in there, which would also be secret. So lots of secrets. And in magic there, and then also you could, I could have put my prompt up there, even written it up there. Let's see, yeah. And then also this it's a tuck spot as well if I wanted to add something else in there. But it's so busy already that I decided to just kind of leave it as it is. But, you know, I could totally tuck something right in there as well. So I hope you all have a delightful day, and I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody makes. All your art is magical, and I enjoy seeing it all. Have a delightful day, guys. Love you.